Alright guys, I messed up. I wanted to post this at the front of that other video, so let's go to it. So I need one at 6:57. I realized watching that other video I need one. If it ends at 47, then I'm going to need one. I just wanted to update. And of course I would have realized this during a live attack. I would have realized the round missing. But just to get back to it, I know this has already been trickled, but I just wanted to make this in front of the other video because I wanted you to kind of realize my mistake, and kind of being able to identify errors is a definite important part of, so I will need to send resources and just find one that lands at, that's pretty close, but I need one at 50 pretty much. So let's go back and send resources. Boom, boom. 55. I think this one will be it. But I messed up in the last video, so this will be kind of put on the cover. This is not the main video. This is just me correcting how to fill in a hole or a gap. And then, exactly that comes back at... well, I might be able to tickle it on up. Yeah, I probably can. So yeah, 55, and then we're gonna fill in the first battle round. It lands at 53. Wait, that's perfect. That's actually perfect. Yeah, well, yeah, because that's 57. So yeah, that's perfect. And then I'm gonna fill in that, and then I'm gonna actually send the resources. I think. No, this should be perfect. Yeah, I'll be able to adjust. We'll just do 55 to make it simple. And then I can adjust it. And then boom, 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 boom. But yeah, I just wanted to post this in front of the other video because I didn't want you guys to think I missed that. I was watching the video and I was like, God damn it, I didn't do the round after 47. But there we go. That one is covered, so if you see a hole, just fill it like you would anything else. That was actually perfect to make a mistake so I could show you. So I filled. Now let's make sure that return time is accurate. But yeah, I saw a hole and I filled it. But yeah, so just watch out for that. I made a mistake trying to show you the video, so this is going first, and then you'll see me actually do it. Heyo, this is the Hydra Dragons, and I think I have improved the sound quality a little bit. You will hear the rustling of paper as I get my little cheat sheet, or basically my little, how I do it. Now, this is how I trinkle. I know there's probably more effective ways, but let's say I log in and one of my castles is under attack now. Most likely, all your castles are going to be under attack. You're not just going to be trinkling one, but for the context of this video, we will only be doing the one. So, you'll see that it's got units on the way. It's going to show you the troop movement, and then it's going to show you what you have defending. And then this right here is like what a basic bridge breaker. It would usually land a little closer so it didn't update and fix itself, right away. But that gives a pretty long break. It's not perfect, but like it's just an example. So when I go to the support bridge, it's going to be set for the 415, not the 6:37 for the land time. So when I'm doing it, what I'll do is I'll usually write down 1, 4, 14, 25 at 6:47. Now, why did I write down 6:47? Because because that's when the first battle round will take place. It's not going to land and then hit. It's going to land, wait 10 minutes, and then hit. You don't get a first battle round right when it starts. It's not like their other game where it just all takes. But basically, let's get straight down to the point. So when I am trinkling, I got it all wrote down. Everything's wrote down. So I'm going to boom, boom, and then I'm going to go far out. And then, in the context of this video, we'll just go out to our allies here. And then we'll try to find, which for this one I'm probably going to have to go way far out. you know, decently far, because it's... Let's see when the spearmen are coming back on that one. Let's just see how close I am and just kind of get a idea of return time. 13, so I need a whole nother day. Yeah, I need a whole nother day. And then I'll just kind of ease it on out, you know, until I find 14 at 9 a.m. That's really close. I like that one. So if I go one over, like right over here, support, boom, 7:10 a.m. So I can dial that back by going to this little one right here, send resources, and I will send resources. And then that is right where I want it to be. Now watch, you know, it's not the right time right now, but I can send, let's say one, and then 55. We'll just do 1 and 55. That's 56, more than enough. And now when I'm resource trickling, I have to make sure that I, for one, always double check that I got the troops that are needed. And then I'll show you in a minute if it pops up. But let's see. And then I can, boom, adjust this. That goes all the way up to 637. And see, I got this wrote down. So 1:14:25. And now the battle round is at 7:45. So I just need it to... Basically, I just need to tick this back, slowly tick this back. You know, if you try to go fast, you can end up missing it. But let's see here, and then we will tick this back to 6:47 is when it starts. So I need to have one there right after 6:47, right after that battle round, because I'm going to leave troops there to cover that battle round. 6:47. So 6:58 should be plenty. We'll go ahead and... So let's make a baseline. Let's do 7:10. You know, that way I know that the troops are going to arrive. And let's see if it resets. Sometimes it'll reset when it does this daggum loading stuff. Like, it's a server thing, you know. It's just... Sometimes it'll reset everything you're doing. So you got to make sure you're... So I'll just do 7. But I'll keep writing... You know, I'll just do 7, so that round's covered. And that kind of leaves a baseline. You can round it down, you know, that way you're sending it the same round. That makes it really easy to just boost them up. See, like, once I get this, I'll go check to make sure there's 55 units. And then I will send resources. Now, I have sent resources, so those resources will come back at the start of that battle round. Now, I can't hit this again. I've got to go back to the same. But this time, it's going to be a little bit quicker, because I already found where I'm going. I already found the one that I need, so I'm going to make sure I have 55 troops. And then I'm just going to click it down to 7:10, which will be really quickly. And then of course I'll write down 7:10 because that's covered. You know, by rounding it, now if you're, oh, I messed up, but that's beside the point. If you mess up, just make sure, and sometimes when you mess up, it'll completely reset the timer, so you'll have to come up here. This is a issue that they haven't fixed yet. But sometimes when you mess up, it'll reset the timer and you won't be able to adjust it no matter what. So you'll have to go back and then reset your troops in order to adjust that timer. And now, boom, 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 boom. You gotta go kind of slow on the timer. It's a little finicky. It's not... You know, sometimes you can go fast, but it's just easier just to go slow and see like that. It's going to tick down. That ticked down pretty fast. And then we got 7:10 covered. I done wrote that down, so it's a good thing I didn't. Well, 7:12 will be fine. Just remember that 4:57, it has to be there before 17. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Send resources, and then... Boom, 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 boom. And then I can just keep going back to the same castle, because I have so long, like I was explaining in that other video, when you have And then I'm going to click 55 units, or hell, for the example of this, 54, because you really only need to go 5 over to be completely good. And see, that's going to show me I accidentally didn't send resources. So 55, but your base, you know, keep your base at the top, 6:47 a.m., because that's going to tell you how close you need to be to the next battle round to actually... and that's fine. I'm just going to keep it like that. And then boom, 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 boom. Now we're going to do 720. Or it could be past 747. Anything past, you know, just anything past that. And then send one resource. And then I'm going to write down 720. But I'm going to also, to double check to make sure you sent the resources, just look at the round you did, the last round you did, and you'll see the number of units, you know, just to make sure you sent the number of units. So this next one, send resources, boom. We'll do 54 of these. Or actually, why not? I'll show you can trinkle with swordman too. Well, no, we'll have to use a little bit faster unit because I'm using spearmen. I'll have to find a base for the swordmen if I want to use them. But, like, for example, if I need to trinkle with offensive units, it doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter their stats as long as they have the number of units. So, and of course, that's, always make sure you click on. So, I'll put my slowest unit. So, to get the timer the same, you're going to want to put the slowest unit every time. That'll give you the most consistency with the timer. And then, you know, that'll give you the most consistency with the timer. And then this next one needs to land at 7:30. So I will tick it to 7:30. 7:30. I wrote 7:20 twice, but I know I got 7:20. Boom, make sure I always double check to make sure my troops are in there, because you never know if you're going to miss a round. But that's landing at 7:30. There we go, 7:30. And now you may be like, oh, it's 6:47 is the actual fight time. But by basing a baseline for every 10 minutes, as long as it's not the exact time that it lands, and we'll go ahead and do another round while I'm talking about it. But as long as it's not the exact time that it lands, per se, you know, basically, you know, as long as it's not the exact time that it lands, then you can baseline it for anything you want, really. So this next one needs to be 740. I think I locked it up. Well, we'll go ahead and do 750. And you can go ahead, like, say that was easier. I did 750. So I got 750 covered. I can go ahead and write that down. Just remember that you went around ahead. You know, I was already there. I didn't have to reset. And now, and of course, it's going to stay on this screen. So I forgot to mention that. I was going back. But it can stay on the screen. And then you can just essentially... We'll do 55 berserkers for this round. Let them get some action. Send one resource. And then, oh, I was supporting it. So that one, well, no, that's a resource trinkle. I don't know why it was, I thought I messed up in trying to show you, but I don't think I did. I think I did fine. I think I'm at 750, so now I'm going to boom, 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 boom. No, we don't want to do that yet. Now, I'll show you a little trick with the swordman to make this a little faster. So, we'll do 55 of them. Go down. And then we need to tick this up. And then we need to tick this down. So, I just got to remember... Oh, it froze. Yeah, it froze. See, you can't do nothing. It'll just freeze, and there's nothing you can do about that. You just got to reset the... when that happens, don't sit there and try to play with it. Just... I think it might have froze completely. Yeah, this is a common occurrence. Yeah, I think it froze completely. Now I can still adjust that. So, boom. Usually it don't freeze on the newer phones, but it can. So let's, now I'm going to tick that up and then tick this back, because remember that's past the certain threshold, and I need to get it to the, like, for example, 42, because I got 47, so 42 will work perfectly fine, and then I will send resources, and then I just covered 40. Now we need one for the battle round that happens at 57. You know, we got 57 covered because we got some coming in at 50, but we need one for 8 o'clock. So we're going to still send resources. We're going to send resources, and this time we're going to pop in a swordman. And then just do, say, 55 crossbows. We'll pop in a swordman. Now, that's a little too far, so now we're going to have to slightly go over. I think this one will work. Send resources. Boom, boom. That return time is 7:50 a.m., so I think I'm only going to get one extra one out of this one, or a couple extra ones. Yeah, because I need it for 8 o'clock, and so I'm going to get a couple more, and then right when I move over, I get a couple more rounds covered. You know, just the length of this video, and I'm not very fast at setting it up. Some people can set up trinkles in, you know, daggum seconds pretty much, but we'll go ahead and do, let's do what we have the most of. So 55 armored horsemen, that lands at 8. So we will send one resource. Make sure to hit the one resource, or it could essentially mess up and then glitch you out. But 8. And then we'll go up here. We'll click on one of these. We'll go to 55. We'll go down to one resource. And then we will essentially tick this back. Or no, we got to tick it all the way up. And then tick it down to 810. Tick it down to 810. And then... And you know, you want to get it as close to, you want to get it within that 10-minute threshold every time. So, you know, boom, 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 boom. We got 55 units. Send resources. And then, boom, boom. Oh, I backed out. But basically, I got one more round. So that was 8:10. And the reason I write it down is because I forget. So it's way easier for me to sit here and write down every round I've done, you know, than be doubling up the rounds and wasting, you know, precious troops on rounds that don't need it, you know, basically. And then this one needs to, but that's fine, because remember, my baseline is 447. So that's after that round, because we have some coming in at 810. And that's basically 820. So I can send resources. I always double check to make sure. You know, that's just a habit of mine. I always double check to make sure. But, you know, boom, boom, 20. And then, you know, and then we'll have to, of course. And I think by now you get the point. We'll go to, like, say, even probably this city right here. Send resources. Boom. Let's see what time it lands. It comes back at 10, so that one's a little too far. But, you know, you'll just... But I wanted to just basically show that example. And then, of course, if I show the troop movements, it's not going to show them coming back. It's not going to show them coming back till they actually are returning. But they will return, and when they return, you will have 55 or whatever of whatever unit you sent. So that's the basic gist of it. You want to just play around with it. And, you know, I think this video took about 10 minutes. I got several rounds out. I could have gone further, you know, stayed out in that area, but just now that I got it marked, you know, if I'm continuing in the same time frame, I can click on this and it'll take me right back to the same area that I was in. So that's the gist of how you set up a resource trinkle. I hope this video was very informative, and if you've been watching my Power World videos, I don't mean to offend anybody with them. That's more of my joke account, you know. I'm more serious here because I play this game a lot more. I've been playing it for years, but I want to help as many people out as I can. If you have any ideas or content you want to, or questions, just post them. I'll either answer them in the comments, or I will post another video explaining it. Thank you very much. This has been the Hydra Dragons. Y'all have a wonderful day.